All right, here we go, everybody. Welcome to our April 4th Diesel Nation team call. Very different, I know. We don't tend to do our team calls during the day, but Natalie O'Leary is going to just shower us with amazing content and value. And so I'm just like, whenever you want to be on the call, we will schedule that call. And so here we are. And so thank you guys for being on. Of course, this is going to be one of those calls that once the recording is up, I want you to grab it and put it into your team pages and make sure you share it, because I have a feeling it's going to be one of those epic, memorable calls that's going to just get us all fired up for the month of April. Before I turn it over to Natalie, let me go over a few announcements. Some you are probably going to roll your eyes at because you've heard me say it ad nauseum. Super Saturday is on Saturday. Wherever you are, right? Wherever you are in the country, get to an event, you guys. Those events, Super Saturdays, all of our live events are what give you that quarterly fire into your heart, into your soul, makes you bleed Beachbody Blue all over again. You get to hear success stories. You get to see what's coming. We get to celebrate success. Get to Super Saturday. If you're in Miami, you're in for like a huge treat. We are the only event in the United States, Canada, and the UK that will have live and in person our new brand spanking new super trainer that is coming out with her all Spanish program in the next couple of months. My sister Becky is part of the cast of that program. It's like a dream come true for her. And we're also going to have Catalina Quintero, who's a new 5-star elite coach, also in the cast with us at Super Saturday, plus Irene Estrada, who is in the cast with us on Super Saturday. You guys, get yourself there and rally your teams to get there. Take guests. Like I always say, you want to be Emerald? Take 2 people to Super Saturday. You want to advance in rank? Take 5 people to Super Saturday. All it takes is an invitation, just like you would invite to a challenge group or to the business opportunity. Invite to our live events, and you're going to see your business grow. On Friday, the day before Super Saturday, our beach bars are launching. We have been asking for these, you guys, for years, and finally we're getting them. Brand new consumable products, which we love, right? We love Shakeology. We love the performance line. We're all addicted to Energize. We love the 3-day refresh, and now we have bars. I don't know about you. I'm big into bars. If you are my PS coach and we're at my retreat a few weeks ago, you understand the addiction is real, and now I get to buy my bars from Beachbody, so I'm super excited about that. You guys get excited, and if you're attending one of the major Super Saturdays, including Miami, we're gonna have them there. So you're gonna be able to taste them, both the peanut butter chocolate, the dark cherry chocolate. I'm not too fond of cherry, but I tried it, and it's really, really good. They're very high quality. And by the way, Diesel Nation, we will be scheduling a call with our Chief Nutrition Officer very soon, so he can give us the insight into these bars and then any questions we might have going forward. One more announcement, and I'm turning it over, I promise. April 23rd, you guys. You got to note that date down because it's important. I know we got Riviera Maya coming up, and everybody's excited about that. But April 23rd is the deadline to get into Autumn's Obsessed About Coaching group. Fair warning, you know, everybody was kind of like, what happened with the whole coach test group? There was good, there was bad, there was real ugly, and all that jazz. This group's going to be much different. I'm actually working with Autumn on how to structure that group so that it doesn't take a bad turn and let negativity take over. It's going to be admin post only. There's going to be great content, not only with the nutrition plan and 80-day obsession itself, right? That's going to be a big component of the group. But another big component of the group is teaching our coaches how to coach 80-day obsession and using 80-day obsession that is, you guys, still alive and well, despite the products and the programs coming in the pipeline. 80-day obsession is like the new P90X, in my opinion, that we're going to continue seeing amazing transformations come from it. So we're going to teach you, some of the top coaches in the network everyone's going to take 1 week, and we're going to teach you strategies on how to leverage 80-day obsession for your business throughout the entire year. So how do you get in? As an existing coach, you have to sell an 80-day obsession challenge pack. It has to be an 80-day obsession challenge pack. So have you done that yet? I know I have, right? I'm in the group already. So make sure you do that. If you are sponsoring a new coach, remember, this is a great recruiting opportunity. If you are talking about this publicly, anyone that comes in with an 80-day obsession pack and then sells an 80-day obsession pack also gets into the group. So, I just had a discount coach sign up, and I'm like, you have two options here. You can buy another 80-day obsession pack, or you can sign up and sell one, right? Grab a friend, grab a sibling, and sell an 80-day obsession challenge pack and get going. So remember, think outside the box with these opportunities to help you leverage and grow your business. On Friday, blah, blah, blah. On Friday with the bars, there's packages that give you Success Club points. You can have Abuelita or Abuelo or anybody get you those bars. You get Success Club points and commissions, right? Think outside the box here. And you can actually, by Friday, have 2 points on the board with the products you will be eating. You will be eating those bars. All right, you guys, without further ado, I'm going to turn over this call to Natalie O'Leary. I had the privilege and honor of speaking on her team call last night, and it was a lot of fun. I hope they got a lot of value, and today she's going to do the same for us. She is a six-star diamond coach. She's a one-time premier coach, two-time elite coach, 69 months in Success Club. That's a big deal. I'm sure it's going to be 70 this month. And she's a six-figure earner. And she's going to tell her story of being stuck at Emerald for a long time and what that switch was to move from Emerald to elite coach. So Natalie, take it over.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I love doing other team calls because I get to see new faces and get to tell a story that people can relate to, because I'm just so normal. And, you don't probably know me from Adam, and that's fine by me. My name's not, shining in the spotlight anywhere. And that's what's so amazing about this opportunity, is anyone can have success with this. So I'm going to tell you my story so that you can relate to where I was and to where I went, because you probably are going to relate to something that I say. Okay, so in 2012, I was about 15 pounds overweight. I'm 5 foot nothing, so 15 pounds is really funky on my body frame. I was going to the gym twice a day. I was running half marathons, 10Ks. I thought I was eating right, and nothing was working. So I kept seeing P90X infomercial, and I told my husband, the only thing I want for Christmas is P90X. That's the only thing I want. I don't want anything else. He didn't get it. He didn't get it for me. And I'm like, thanks, appreciate that. So I took matters into my own hands, and I went to eBay and I bought that sucker. And I went to work and I told everybody that I worked with, I'm doing P90X. I'm so excited. And a couple of my friends decided to do it with me. And then from there, other people decided to do Insanity in the workplace too. So here we are, burning DVDs all over the workplace, getting together, excited every day, sharing their experience. I had no idea what even Beachbody was. I had a friend go to my desk one day and she said, I'm doing Chalene Extreme. I'm like, what's Chalene Extreme? And she said, the Beachbody thing that you're doing. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. So I'm getting results. I'm posting all over the P90X like page, my before and after pictures, because I don't know why. I just thought maybe I just post before and after pictures on P90X like page. And all of a sudden, these people have all this interest in me. I didn't know who they were. I'm getting messages from people saying, join my team, get on my page, be a part of my group. And I'm like, who are you crazy stalkers? I don't want anything to do with you. Just go away. But for some reason, I continued to post my before and after pictures on the like pages. And for some reason, one coach stood out. She was just kind of like, hey, join my free group, sign up on this free link, blah, 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 blah. And I finally, after a few days of staring at the link, thinking she's probably scamming me for something, I signed up for the free link, and then she put me in her group, right? So as soon as I got into the community, I was like, this is incredible. Like, I've never experienced so much positivity, so much enthusiasm, so much motivation in my life. And I loved it. Every day I checked in, I saw everybody posting their pictures and their, results. And I thought, this is what I want to do. And I saw a friend of mine that I met through my coach post one day, I just became a Beachbody coach. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. Can I be a Beachbody coach? I'd like to be a Beachbody coach. I don't know what that means. I don't know anything about it, but I want to do it. So she referred me to my coach. The easiest probably coach my coach ever had, because I was like knocking on her door, sign me up. I don't know what that means, but let me do it. And she was like, okay, you have to get a challenge pack, you guys. I didn't have the money to sign up. I had to put it on a credit card, and I got with my husband, and I'm like, I don't know, can I afford this $140 that I'm about to purchase this challenge pack? And he's like, you like Shakeology, even though you did buy it from eBay. So not only did I buy a P90X, but I also bought Shakeology from eBay. My coach had never gotten a purchase from me, ever. And he said, what's the worst thing that can happen? You love the community, you love the programs, you can fall on your face and fail. That's the worst thing that can happen. And I'm like, you know what? Thanks for the positivity. Okay. So I signed up and immediately was put into her coach group, and the whole hubbub was, get to Emerald Success Club, get to Emerald Success Club. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but apparently I need to get to Emerald and Success Club. And pretty quickly that happened. It's signing up my husband again on a credit card, the money I didn't have, and my friend who had done P90X with me, who wanted Shakeology for the discount. So that happened pretty quickly. Again, I reached out to a couple other people and hit Success Club that first month. And from there, I realized I needed to continue to do that. How I was going to do that, I didn't know. And it wasn't pretty. I'm going to be honest with you. It was, at the time, to hit Success Club, you had to sign up a coach each month. That was the prerequisite. That was part of Success Club program. You had to sign up a coach. And I wasn't really in the team mode or team building mode. I was just like, I need to hit Success Club, so I need to sign up coaches. So I was reaching out to people, literally begging them to sign up for the discount, telling them I will give you a free shaker cup, I will give you $15 refund, I'll come clean your house, drive you to the airport. Like, I don't care. I need this Success Club thing, whatever, and I need to sign up a coach. So you need to do that for me. It was not pretty. You guys, I did this for 8 months. It was brutal, but somehow along the way there were, I was bringing in extra income, and at about 8 months in, my founding coach decided to run a big fat boot camp is what it's called. It was a training. We didn't have any of that going when I first started. It was go to the online office, figure it out, right? So she ran this big fat boot camp, and all of a sudden I learned about personal development. I learned about different ways of actually running your business and actually, making it a business versus a hobby. And the personal development, I was like, oh, wow, this is amazing. I would come home from work every night stressed out. I was working a very high stress corporate job, would come home and get in the bathtub and read The Compound Effect. And I was like, this is magical. I think I need more of this. And those people who are having success are doing this. So I think I need to continue to do this. So fast forward in, March of 2013, by the skin of my teeth, I was able to go to Disney, which was a Success Club trip. And at the time, you actually had to earn it. It wasn't you just kind of paid your way. You had to earn it. And again, it was by the skin of my teeth. It was 9 months of Success Club, ugly Success Club. And I thought, I don't really have the funds to do this, but I feel like I need to be at this event. I feel like I need to show up and go to this because apparently people are having success with this, and I'm having a little bit, but I'm really not moving forward. And this was it was the Team Cup month, and it was the first time that I was really in the Team Cup. And my coach was like, every single one of us is going to max out on Success Club points, and we're all going to rank advanced to Diamond. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. So for whatever reason, we all dug in that month. We all maxed out Success Club points, and we were number 3 in the network for Team Cup, and we won iPad minis. And I was like, why in the past was that not able, why was I not able to do that before? Like, what's different? Like, and it was, you know, being within the Team Cup group and cheering each other on every day, basically having success partners every single day, you know, within the team. And that Success Club trip was the pivotal moment of my life. So while, you know, people were going out to Epcot and going to Disney and all that different stuff, while the workshops were going on, I thought, you know, I probably should sit in on these workshops because these people know something that I don't, because I'm not having the success that these people are having. So I remember sitting in the audience and people were on stage sharing their stories, and I'm about to get chill bumps. I feel them coming. I remember coaches pointing out in the audience and saying, I'm a normal person just like you. I just decided to go for it. And I just remember thinking, they don't seem normal. They've had a lot of success, but they're looking at me and pointing and saying, I'm a normal person just like you. And I walked away from a corporate job. I make 6 figures. I'm $1 million earner. I'm whatever. I've built a team. I've had success. And right there in that moment in Disney, I thought, oh my God, I have an opportunity in my lap that can change so many lives, that can change my life. And I've been toying with it and not doing what I'm supposed to be doing with it. I've been begging people to join me. I've been doing it the wrong way. I got to figure this out because this opportunity is too good to not take advantage of it. And I remember my husband actually ended up coming to Disney a couple days in, and he was looking around and he was like, this is legitimate. Like, this is like real. And, you know, I know you've been spending time working it, and that, you know, here and there maybe giving you a hard time for working so much, but I think this is something that you need to really do. And I'm like, I have this in my lap and I need to figure it out. And a light bulb just went off in my head, and I'm like, this is a gift that for some reason I had 15 pounds to lose that I fell into, and I have to take off with it. And I've got to share it with everybody, and I've got to share it in a way that's different than the way that I was sharing it before. Because I was sharing it before begging and in desperation mode, when in fact, this is the solution to so many things for other people. That gift I get to give, it was like, like the heavens opened up, and it was just like, okay. So from there, it was, I did hit Diamond, actually at Disney, but it was very shaky. Again, it was a lot of discount coaches, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with discount coaches, but at the time I was not building in the way of building. And from there, I just said, I'm going for it, and I'm going to go into this unapologetically, and I'm not going to beg anymore. I'm going to go and share the opportunity for what it is. And from there, everything changed. Everything, like everything, in that one little switch in my head. And so I went to Summit as a 1-star, and then went to the leadership retreat. At the time, you could bring a guest, and my coach took me. I was almost a 2-star at the time. And again, being around leadership, I was like what? Like, there's so much success in this business. It's insane. So yes, events are everything. I mean, the events really and truly changed my life. Like, really it did. And I remember talking to a lot of leaders at the leadership retreat. And at the time, I was working this stressful corporate job that was draining the life out of me. I was anxiety-ridden, stressed out, just on the borderline of depression. Even though I had this amazing thing going on in my life, I had this job that I drug my feet into every single day, to where, you know, it was the type of job where you had to ask to take a 30-minute extra lunch, or can I take my lunch at this time, or can I take a vacation? And a lot of times it was no, you know, and it was, life was dictated by this corporate thing that, and I was like, you know what, there's another way. There's something in my lap that I'm going to go forward with. And at the time at leadership, I was starting to migrate towards matching my corporate income. And so I talked to my husband. He's like, you know what, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're meant to do. So imagine what you can do if you did it full time versus in the little pockets of time that you were doing before. And, you know, more I talked to people at leadership, they were like, just go for it. So I remember calling my parents, the parents who have always been so supportive, you guys, like the most supportive people on the planet. And I'm like, I'm going to leave my corporate job. And they were like, no. It was like, there's no way. Like, you know, there was so much negativity that I was like devastated, because the people who I thought were the most supportive in my life were actually against this network marketing coaching thing. They didn't think that I could have success. They didn't think that I could actually, you know, do this for a living. And, you know, even like when I first started, my dad said, don't invest too much in the thing you're doing, when I told him I was buying $15 business cards. $15 business cards. And I was like, $15, like I can make that pretty quickly back. But anyway, all of that said, I decided to leave my corporate job anyway. I walked into my boss's office in 2013, October 2013, told my boss I was leaving the corporate job, and she was like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to do this coaching thing. She was like, that Shakeology thing? And I'm like, that Shakeology thing. So anyway, fast forward, left that. Most liberating experience of my entire life was leaving there. Again, people were like, you're going to lose out on that extra week of vacation for your 10-year. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I can take vacations anytime now. That extra week of vacation can kiss my you-know-what. So going into 2014, everything in our life changed. You know, I was able to focus on this business full time, and just, I mean, we're in 2018. Wow, 4 years since then. And my passion for this is so much more than it was even then, that I can't even like put it into anything, into words at all. But again, it took the flip of the mind switch. I mean, it did. It takes that, because when you first start out in this business, I don't know if this is you, but this for me, I was used to things being negative, things being different. You know, here in our little bubble coach world, we are always positive and uplifting and everything's magic or whatever. In my previous world, it was wah, wah, you know, so it took that before it can move forward. So how much time do we have left? Okay, time left. Okay, good. So what changed after all, that was my story. Basically, 2014, 15, you know, became lead a couple times, and it was helping my team achieve their goals, right? And that was just giving them the belief and helping them to just do what they wanted to do with this. But it took a lot of doing things on my end, and I want to go over like 6 things to share with you guys to help you with your business. Is that good? Is that cool? Okay. Number 1, and again, you guys are amazing for being on during the day. Like, can I just say that? That's incredible. There's 31 people on here, and I'm not sure how big your team calls usually are, but that's amazing. Okay, I just had to say that. All right, so number 1, decision that you're going to master the skills of this business. Okay, so when you go to a profession, or go into a profession, for instance, a teacher or a doctor or a dentist, You don't just go to your job one day and expect to know everything and rock it. Probably not. That doesn't happen. You know, you have to go to school. You have to learn. You have to fail. You have to do a lot of things. But then in the end, you have to master the skills in order to get a job or in order to succeed. So in this business, making the decision that you're going to master our skills. We don't have a lot of business really is pretty simple, but it's mastering those few vital behaviors. Because I know myself going in, inviting was pretty bad starting out, like really kind of bad. I have to apologize to a few people in the past for some things that I may have messaged them. But it is mastering that. Mastering your social media, is mastering, you know, time management, that sort of thing. So making the decision where you are now, where you want to go, and mastering the skills to get you to where you want to be, right? And that's just a decision. So, and just putting it in on concrete or on a piece of paper that you're going to master it, you're going to do it. And there's so much out there to do that with YouTube, with our Coach Online Office, with your team. I know you guys probably have bazillion ways of learning and digging into mastering this business, right? Number 2 is your mindset, and changing your mindset that this opportunity and what we have as a solution is a gift, and it's not something of a burden to give people. And sometimes it takes, you know, with your mind of, oh my God, am I going to bother this person? Oh my God, if I talk to this person, what are they going to think of me? It's not about you. Sometimes you feel like it's about you. Oh my God, the successful point, I need it. No, it's about the person that you're giving this gift to. So when you go into your conversations and into whatever it is you're talking to a person about, go into it with the mindset, oh, I'm giving this person a gift. It feels so much better when you go into it that way. It really does. It's like, oh, my job is freaking awesome. I get to give this stuff away, right? Instead of I've got to be a pest, you know? So putting your mindset there, maybe that's extra personal development in whatever way, shape, or form, but making that mindset switch of this is a gift versus whatever it is that you've got in your head of what it is, right? Number 3, collect friends. This is a relationship business. So you want to continue every single day to collect friends and build relationships with people. That's a big thing. You know, it is hard to go into a cold invite and send somebody a message. Maybe you shouldn't go into a cold invite. Maybe you should build a relationship first with a person before you go in. And that's just loving on people and building the relationships, asking questions about them, finding out what it is in their life that has a void and that needs a solution of what we have. So again, us collecting friends every single day is pivotal in moving your business forward and every day, like social media and face-to-face. And, you know, if you travel in the airport, you know, a restaurant, maybe you're having a drink or have a server, talk to your server, like continue to collect friends and not necessarily in the back of your mind thinking, oh, that's going to be my next coach, but just in general, just collecting new contacts, right? Number 4, positive daily habits. So you're going to have a habit regardless, most likely. Habits, yes. You're going to have a habit. It's either going to be a good one or it's going to be a bad one. So you can either have your daily habit of just scroll. I worked so hard today. That habit, you know, of scrolling, it's not going to move your business forward. You need to make sure your positive daily habits are serving your business and serving those who are in your business, right? So making it a goal every single day to maybe do your PD first thing in the morning so that whenever you do wake up, before you start scrolling and see all the negativity on Facebook, you have your PD done. So you're like, I don't need to hear the negativity. I've already gotten my positive mindset for the day. So anything else is just whatever, just noise, right? So making positive habit to do something towards your business every day, right? Let's see. Sorry, I got to make sure I'm not leaving anything out over here. And be a good storyteller. Like, so this business, again, is on social media, sharing stories and getting to know your story and telling your story in breadcrumbs on social media here and there, right? And you can also share other stories, but being a storyteller is not a liar, but a storyteller, you know what I mean? Like, sharing stories is what sells. And, you know, facts don't necessarily sell. And sometimes I know we want to give all the information about AD obsession and 20-day fix and what it does, da, da, da. But sharing the story, the heartfelt story of someone who, you know, couldn't do this and now they can do this, and just be cognizant of sharing stories over and over and over again. And that definitely will move your business forward. The best network marketers are the best storytellers. I mean, if you look like the top coaches, if you follow any coaches that you're like love, they probably tell great stories because you feel them. You feel the presence they have on social media. So just get good at doing that. And I know that will help your business too. And I think I said 6, there's actually 7 things. All right. So be enthusiastic, like super enthusiastic about this business, because if you're not, then nobody else is going to be. That's true, right? So if you, I mean, like, think about the noise on social media. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of political stuff. And I'm not saying you don't post that stuff, but just being super enthusiastic about what we have with this it's one of those things where people are drawn and attracted, and you know, you're like a magnet because you're light. You're fresh into social media versus the negativity out there. So be really enthusiastic about what it is that we have, and people will definitely be drawn to the positive outlook that is not necessarily out there right now in social media. So thinking bigger is number 7. And I mean, like, not just bigger, like outrageously bigger, because I look back, I mean, again, when I first started, you guys, I didn't even know, number 1, you can make income. I didn't even know. Like, I signed up and I was like, oh, I just want to help people. Of course we want to help people, but that was like my, like, going in, I just didn't even know. And then I'm like, oh, there's a compensation plan involved. Okay, so, I mean, even to this day, and I know that, like Christina said last night, I mean, always continue to want to do more, like outrageously more, because if you strive for just a little bit, you're probably just going to get a little bit, right? So, but if you put it out there in the universe, big crap, then you're probably going to achieve bigger stuff, right? So a lot of what I tell my team too is sometimes it's hard to recruit people if you just maybe, you know, reach out to 1 or 2 people a day. For me, if I'm like in a super pumped mood, like on fire, like I just had a great PD and like I'm in the best mood, and I don't know, you just feel a certain way, I go out and do like crazy bunches of inviting, like, because people feel that energy versus if you're like, I gotta do my 1 or 2 today, you know, and then you go and you're like, hey girl, just wondering if you're interested in what I do, and versus, oh my God, I'm so excited to share this with you. Like, I'm seeing you on social media. I think you would be amazing at this. Have you ever considered? Versus the mundane 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, right? So sometimes, like, if you're really, like she said, in state, go out there and rip it up and just go unapologetically and just invite. You might knock out all your invites in like an hour for your entire week. I just like that because it's not a mundane thing versus doing it when you actually really feel it. So, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Eric Worre. He is Network Marketing Pro. He has the book GoPro, and that was one of the books that changed my business too, was just changing my mindset of network marketing, right? So if you haven't read that, I suggest it. It's just really, it's great. It gives you, I mean, I wouldn't say scripts because I don't know how your team culture is or whatever, but it does give you ideas on how to reach out. Yes, GoPro by Eric Worre. And I've been to several of his conventions for network marketing, and they're amazing. Amazing. And you just see how many network marketing professionals are out there who are having massive success. Like this business is just incredible. So lastly, let's see what time, 12:35. So lastly, I want to kind of give you guys a challenge. Okay. And this was one that continues to grow my business, because I have a tendency to overthink too. Like, I think this person wouldn't want to do this, but they would be so amazing. Like, but I'm so scared to invite them, because what are they going to think? All this noise in my head. I was reading a network marketing book a couple years ago, and it basically said, write a chicken list. And a chicken list, if you don't know what that is a list of people who that you are terrified to reach out to because of whatever reason, because they're so freaking amazing, because they're up here and they would probably rock this so much, but you're so scared to invite them for whatever reason in your head, but you do it anyway. Write a list of 10 people that you are so freaking scared to invite to this opportunity, and rip the Band-Aid off and do it anyway. When I do that, like a couple times a month, more times than not, the people who you're so terrified to ask are the ones that rock the business, because there's a reason why you're scared, because they're so amazing, right? I've been guilty of not reaching out and then seeing them eventually signing up with somebody else, because somebody else saw how freaking amazing they are, and they reached out, and now they're rocking this business or another network marketing business. And I've had people on my customer list who have reached out to me and said, I just wanted to let you know I signed up to be a coach with so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I thought you would be amazing. I should have reached out, but I didn't, because I didn't get over my damn self, right? And we all know that book, which is also amazing. But that's something to challenge yourself every single month, is writing that chicken list, and then rip the Band-Aid off. It takes 5 seconds to send the invite. If they read it and they don't respond, who cares? You put that seed out there, and eventually they're going to be watching you, and they may join your team. They may not. But if they don't, who cares? Right? Who cares? But I just find one of my top performers, yes, the 5-second rule, absolutely. One of my top coaches was on my chicken list. She and I went to high school together. Everybody loves her. She's an athlete. Like, she's just awesome. And she was in one of my challenge groups, but she refused to try Shakeology. She's like, I don't need that. I'm very athletic. I don't need da-da-da. And when I read that book that one day, and it said chicken list, and I reached out to her, I remember sitting there like this. I was like, God, I'm so scared. Just send the freaking invite. Send it. I was like, oh my God, she read it. She's not responding. Of course she's going to say no, right? She came back a couple hours later. You know, I've actually thought about it. Can you give me some more information? And I'm like, oh my God. And she ended up signing up, in a couple of days. And she literally is like my top girl. She came to me a couple months after she signed up, and she said, I want to let you know, so-and-so actually invited me right before you did. And she said, since I was actually your customer and we're a little bit closer, I did decide to go with you. But had you not reached out to me, I don't know what I would have done. She's my top girl, right? So remember that. Take all the chatter out of your head, write your chicken list, and then go invite your rock stars.
Awesome. Awesome. Wait. Your feedback. I'm going to mute you a second. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Well, that was amazing. I don't know why I was getting feedback there, but Natalie, thank you so very much. That was wonderful. And what I love about your story and about your tips, which are basically what everyone needs to continue hearing. so that at some point it registers. And I hope that today, you know, it's always when you're ready to receive the message. Hopefully some people on the call received the message that you don't have to stay stuck, right? A lot of coaches like your story, quick to emerald, and then it's like, I don't know what to do next, and then they just stay in that state, and or even advance to diamond and then don't know what to do after that. And it really, you guys, at the end of the day, just like Natalie said, is about your mindset, is about flipping that switch to I can do more, I know how to do more, I love this business, I love this company, let me just go share it. Stop being afraid. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have, and I said it last night to your team, I just think that we have this issue where someone says, I'm scared, and then the person that hears you say, I'm scared, says, well, then maybe I should be scared too. And then maybe I shouldn't invite like that. Then I don't want to be hurt and scared and disappointed. So maybe, and then that person tells another person, and then we have this whole culture of chicken shits not working their business, right? We need to stop being afraid of what can go wrong and just go out there and work to your vision. Like, what is it that you want from this opportunity? And go get it because it's available to you. So Natalie, I thank you so much for sharing your heart, your tips, which I wrote down. I hope everyone else did too, because at the end of the day, the message is clear. It is so clear. You can, and the only person standing in the way is you. So move out of your own way and go help people. Go change their lives, and in turn, go change your life. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you guys get back to work. Natalie, we're playing mute. Unmute. Hold on. Did I mute you? No, now you're unmuted. Again, my friend, thank you so much. That was awesome. I will share the recording with everybody so that you can share it with your team. Did you want any last words, Natalie? Oh, I think you're frozen. Oh no, she froze on me. Maybe it's because my internet is unstable. But you guys, I will share the recording as soon as I can. I will see you guys later. Mwah. Have a great day. Bye.